Hello and welcome to a live stream. As what we are going to do today is spend some time in my creative world here, which I have set up to just be my test bench for a whole bunch of different things, as well as go on into my single player series, like the world for it, and do a bunch of mining and getting the base built up before the next episode, as it makes life easy. But hello and welcome everyone. I can see chats starting to show up. I have no idea how delayed it is, but we shall see eventually. But here is my little testing world, as I call it, where I just have, it's a place to build stuff. It's in creative. I've got all sorts of things, and we'll take a look at what I've been doing with my various designs. Of course, we've got the dromedary here, as it's a beautiful thing. We've got the jump jack, which you are slightly out of position because I was moving you around. Put you back in here beside these ships down here. I'll just bark you in. Alright, this thing has shields on, and this is set up as freaking neutral right now. Never mind, we'll just delete that. But anyway, I have made a fighter ship in this world, which I'll eventually be bringing into the single player series. I'll eventually print it there and put it in, and I'm really enjoying it. Although I have to say, and I will say this again when it comes up, is that I am not at all, like, I can't design ships worth a shit, and so this is basically my version of this ship by somebody else. Oh, come on. You can stop there. So this guy's ship, whatever his name is, he made an amazing ship, and I really like the shape, and so I really like the shape of the cockpits and stuff, so I kind of use that for my own thing. But we got tons of guns. Oh, and it's beautiful. But yeah, I'll eventually be putting this into the single player series. But beyond that, we have the different sort of preemptive designs for my own base. Let's fly on in here and take a look. The Hangar Bay is basically the same between all of these, but it's just the background. So the Hangar Bay with the three bays, each have airlock forward, and then there's airlocks between them, which is going to make it nice because I can open them all up and have this nice, open area for it. Then up here to a control bay. We got a nice little seat here. We can be able to see everything that's happening. And then back down to a main hallway. And now I'm trying to decide whether or not I want this main hallway to be 5 wide or 3 wide. Because this right now is 5 wide. And I'm thinking that this is going to be like fairly epic of a base size. It's going to look really nice when we're walking into it and going like, damn, look at all that sort of thing. Look at some of the chat here as it's starting to go up. Are you going to do any more Mechwarrior or Battletech? If they do things that interest me, I will go back to it. But for now, not. Yes, the dromedary would be like, I'd smash that for sure. This is the next sort of design. The Hangar Bay is all the same. This is getting some nice big rooms. And also, I was contemplating what I could do, if I can set this up properly, is let's make this into a separate thing to show this off, what I could do. So let's place some blocks down. We could have a floor, and then we could do some gravity on it. Get rid of these catwalks here. Gravity generator. And, oh, we're going to need a battery for that, aren't we? Yes, we are. That is alright. So with this gravity gen, what we can do is take the field height and bring it down a lot so that it realistically, alright, that gravity gen is also affecting us because it's a huge radius. Let's just move away here so that we're all by ourselves and not affected by any other gravity. There we go. So, we've gotten the field height really low. So that means that if we go up, eventually, there we go, it kicks out. And we have 0 gravity just above it. So each block is 2.5 meters. So the field height, we only want to be like, say, 2 blocks high, 5 meters. It's enough that when we jump, it's not going to do anything. When we go up, there's just a little bit, and then the gravity kicks out. So here we're in 0G, which is basically like 1 block up. Then we could go up a few blocks. Yeah, that should be fine. And we can make a roof on this, and then put a gravity generator reversed with the same settings of, what is that, 5? You're not working. A gravity, Y, oh, there we go. There, the gravity flipped over. The idea is that I could make it so I have a staircase. I'll just use these stairs here. These are from additional catwalks and such mod. And I could walk up the staircase, and at some point here, whoop, I'd just flip around and fall down to the other side and be in this gravity. And that would be the idea in the base, is that you could have gravity on both sides, and then, oh, that would be so much fun. It'd be like Inception base. Fixed height, or did I, what did I do here? Fixed height on this one as well? No, I fixed depth. That was wrong. I wanted to fix height. 5 meters. There we go. So I walk down the staircase, and then I walk off of it, and I flip around, and I'm on the other side. I think that would be really fun. Although, it would be a little disorienting if you weren't used to it. So just, I can't jump up that way. But I could start walking on the other side of the staircase. Like this. Is it not liking me? Come on. Plug in. There. And there. And then you could walk up this way, and then you would fall over, and you'd be on the roof. And you could have, basically, one giant room with stuff on the ceiling and on the floor. And I think that would be really fun. But yes, people are like, are you talking about time zones? Yes, it is 2:35 p.m. where I am, because I'm in Pacific Standard Times. I'm in BC, in case you guys are wondering. Yeah, but this was a concept that I thought would be kind of fun. I could have a base like that. Alternatively, I could even do it with a wall. So if I put a wall here, nope, that's not right. And I put another gravity generator on that wall. The gravity is, of course, now on an angle here, but we'll fix that in a moment. And again, with the depth of this, we'll only make it a few meters, so that way we don't feel the gravity when we're out here. So here it feels normal. When we get near the wall, we're on an angle. And then what we do is we create a sort of thing like that, and we could walk up and over it. Ah, there we go. And we could have like walk on the inside of the base. So at any time, basically, we could just walk around the base to get to something, or just, you know, get on our thing and just jump up to the ceiling and land on the ceiling. And, you know, I think it would be fun. Although it would probably be super disorienting. And I've got to, you know, figure out all the exact depths and strengths and stuff like that to make it worthwhile. But that's for experimentation later. What we really want to get down here is this is the current sort of design for at least the starting hangar. And it's just, there's not much to it. I mean, it's just the hangars. I've got the jump jack in it just for scale. It fits quite nicely in here. And what we're going to do is we're going to just temporarily, we'll take that battery out and we'll just move the jump jack away. And let's take a blueprint of this. And I've called these things Season 2 base version, and we're going to call this one version 3, as that is where we are now. This one here. Edit. Rename. Version 3. Excellent. And then we'll exit out of the testing and go into the single player world. Single player Season 2. And we'll go set it up there. Put it on the projector and start mining, and I can answer questions in chat. Also, this is a reminder for chat that we are just about to hit 20,000 if we haven't already done so. So that is amazing, and that the link to 20,000 subs, I'm just putting this in chat here, Q&A question submissions. You guys can go to that link and submit me some more questions, because I only got 45. We got 20 more people until 20,000. So 20 to 20 here. You can keep giving me questions if you want. But here we are in the single player world. So let us get that blueprint on. Projector. Oh, right. We need to turn you on. There we go. Projector. Because right now, if we look at it, the blueprint for this projector... Oh, it was an old design that went further back, so I didn't want to actually start building this one because it's not ready yet. So for this projector, we're going to go with base, and we'll go with version 3, the new one we just did, and hopefully, more than likely, it should just line up, because I'm making sure to blueprint them from every single time from the same starting block, and that means that when it goes into your projector, it will line up appropriately. So everything looks nice and lined up. We've got it back into the base there. So we should be able to start up our build and repair locally here and set up the entirety of the base to get built up. First things first, we're going to get this programmable block set up with the build and repair nanobot thing. Build and repair group 1 and assembler group 1. So assembler, we'll then save it to assembler group 1. No, God, I keep pressing the wrong thing. Assembler group 1. And the build and repair system to build and repair group 1. And flick it on. And it should start building things. Should is the good question here. Whole bunch of stuff it's going to be doing. And it is fine to stay in walk mode because everything is connected to this. That is fine. I'll also turn this thing's volume down to like 10%. Is Build and Repair a mod or an added block? It is a mod, and it's a wonderful mod, and I don't know what I'd do without it. Let us go back to some of these other comments here. You're going to play COD Mobile? No, Call of Duty and stuff like that is not really my jam. Did I not get that into the thing? No. Okay. Add that in. There you go. Hey, now it's building. Excellent. So now, ever so slowly, this build and repair is going to build the entire base. And I'm even going to quiet that down even a bit more, because it's going to be pretty much constant. And now, diggy holes, as we just have to dig out the rest of the base here. I need a timer? No. Most scripts nowadays don't need a timer to run them unless there is something very specific that needs to be done that way. But how are you guys doing today? It is a wonderful, relaxed Sunday. I just having a easy schedule today. Woke up at noon, rolled out of bed, and was like, I'm gonna play games. And that's pretty much all I've done so far in my day. I love these sort of, you plan it all out. I did a bunch of other chores on the other days, cooked a whole bunch of stuff yesterday, like did all that kind of stuff. So my chores are all done, and now I just have an entire day where I don't have to do diddly squat except play games. And that is the best way to spend your weekend. And this little ship here, it gets full way too quickly. But at some point I think I might just stop actually using the left click to harvest the materials, as I think I might have more than enough of it. Yeah. Nanites is good. I liked that I used nanites for my first series, because nanites is like they're expensive to use, and that's good, because then you have the like my brain is not functioning. I'm trying to talk here. The quick and easy building is expensive, which feels appropriate, and I get that. For balance reasons, I think it's better, but for just ease of me building, it's so much nicer just to have build and repair, because it's so much faster and easier, and I can get things done in between episodes and stuff like that. Assembler, how are you doing? It is still building all sorts of stuff. Let's get all the various little components done before we build the massive quantity of steel plates. And at this point, what we should do is more than likely add a sorter to that, which I didn't do the other time, but we'll do this same way we did the other one. We've got the jump jack available here to maneuver into position, which then we'll grab it up with the landing gear. Very good. And we'll detach this. Detach. And it should pop off. Come on. There you go. Move that away a little bit. Although our other ship here is in the way. Come on, ship. This way. Go out here. And then we can get a sorter in there just to make life a little bit easier. So that way all of the components will be automatically placed inside the thing. Interior plates. Do I have any? I steal some. Wait. I steal some. There we go. And then the welding pads, which are amazing. Construction components. Make me some of those. Thank you. Hey, I needed more than one. Give me there. There we go. Put a welding pad on that, and put a welding pad on that. And get this thing welded up. Which, for a second here, I'm going to turn off this build and repair. Are you going to try out Starbase when it comes out? Yes, for sure. I will 100% play Starbase because that looks awesome. We're going to do a multiplayer series or multiplayer server again. I just found it was too much work for myself, but I find that if I have my fun time, like I have my playing video games and stuff start to become work, I start to not enjoy it as much. And so I'll just leave it as such, and I'll just play it in single player and enjoy it, which would be good. Alright, weld pads are made. I'm going to turn the build and repair back on so we can start putting stuff in. And then all we have to do is just move these things closer together. And zippity zap. And they're welded up. Maneuver the jump jack back out of here as it's in the way. And we'll just park you right here. There we go. And there we go. We didn't have to grind this thing down. We can deposit all of the rest of our materials. And our little steel plate scrap will get all ripped apart. What is the weld pad? It is a mod. I know, it's an amazing mod too. So it's this little pad that you can put between things, and then you bring them together, and then just like Thomas Wall is saying there, it's a single-use merge, so that you don't have to build these big clunky merge blocks. You just put this pad in between them, and then it just gets removed, but the material gets welded together. And I really enjoy it, even if you're not using OS scrap like I am doing here, where I basically, the reason to have that advanced welding is because OS scrap is making it so that grinding down stuff is bad for me. Even that, it's a better merge block, in my opinion. Like, it's just a few materials, but who cares if it's a few materials, because it's super easy to use. So much stone already. PC being broken. I hate those kind of things. My PC was like a year and a half ago or something, just decided to up and die one morning. Like, my motherboard just decided that it did not want to live anymore. And frickin', that was horrible. I had to go for like 3 weeks without playing video games. I was about to die from like withdrawal. What do you need? You need plates, steel tubes, and interior plates. You should not do this steel plates yet. You should do all the little components first. There we go. Get this thing built, because I need it. Now, for that filter, no, the sorter, we're going to want it to drain all. Like, nothing really special there, just get absolutely everything out of these ships, because it's just going to be mining ships that are dropped off there. Excellent. Now that should be draining. And the refinery is refining. So wonderful. How's my power doing? Power is fluctuating between 52 minutes and 5 hours. Alright, we're probably fine for now. If anything, we can just turn on our engine and it'll compensate for us. But I don't want to do that right now because it's far too noisy. Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy hole. Made yours from an $800 budget. It runs everything pretty well. Yeah. Oh my god, I spend way too much on my computer. Probably next spring, I'm gonna have enough money again that I'll want to do another upgrade. It's like, at that time, I'll have like a few extra $1,000 and it's either spend like a few $1,000s and make this like ultimate gaming machine, or like go on a vacation to like somewhere. That's going to be my my money choice in next spring. Is invest the money or buy a plane ticket to Tokyo, sort of thing. Which is probably the only place where I'd want to go travel to. Other than that, just gonna alt-tab for a second here and check my live thing. Oh, I got 135 people watching. Well, welcome 135 people to me digging dirt. You know, I feel like the what was it? My view is all askew there. There was that live stream that they did with Cards Against Humanity where they were like, as long as you keep giving us money, we'll keep digging a hole, sort of thing. Where it would be like, oh yeah, you know, just people watching dirt being dug, essentially. I feel like that's what we're doing here. The digging is going well. We've got Hangar Bay 1 pretty much all dug out, and the build and repair is going crazy, building our airtight hangar doors up and such. Getting it all done. But how are we doing here? It's really, this is kind of like the preemptive 20,000 subs live stream kind of feel, as we are now 17 subscribers away from 20,000. Like, that is ridiculous. I never expected my subscriber count to get this high. Ah, yes, I did see the nanobot version of the mining thing. So the same guy that made the build and repair, which I'm using over there to build up my base, he also made a mining drill that uses nanobots that will basically, you can define an area. So let me just pop over to here. So if I go into this thing, and I go into here, and I go show area, and I'll just pop into the creative camera here. You can see this giant area. This is the area that then that particular one can build within. The mining one has a similar kind of area, but it's really small comparatively, and you can change its shape. So you can set it to like drill out a hallway, which would be really cool. And I think I would like to try to use it. I'm just going to turn off the show area again. And back to the ship, back to mining. It seems hella OP. Yes, it does, but it also seems hella useful when it comes to drilling out hallways and such. I think I might, you know, do like an episode where I do the comparison between me building like a drill and piston apparatus to drill out a hallway compared to having a tiny little ship that I can fly around with one of those on it. I think it'll be amazing. Have you ever thought of doing any scenario campaign playthroughs on this channel? Scenario campaign for space engineers? I did not know that scenarios existed for space engineers. Or are you talking things like Escape from Mars and stuff like that? I thought Escape from Mars would be fun to do. Like currently Splitsy and Capac are doing that, and it's always been really entertaining to watch them fail their way through it. I had the idea of doing basically what this current mod set is with the scrap and the advanced welding and stuff like that, like the welding pads, because then I could do a like Mad Max Escape from Mars, so that like I could take out these convoys, but I couldn't just grind them down. I'd have to take them out and like slice off a wheel. Oh yeah, the wheel isn't damaged. I can take that wheel and put it onto my ship, sort of thing. So I couldn't just randomly kill things. It would make it more difficult. You empty again? Yes, you are empty. Very good. Love the videos. I'm glad they give you a lot of inspiration for things you can try in your own series, in your own worlds. I really gotta... I'd like to do some more experiments, as I would like to try and figure out how to make a deployable solar tower, and not just like a hole in the ground that has pistons that push a solar tower out, but like something that folds up like an accordion and then gets sucked into a hangar bay. So the idea would be, and we just pop out into the spectator cam again. Right now, this is my home. This is my asteroid. And we're building into it like this. We could make basically like a shaft out to one of these, the surface somewhere, and then have a hangar bay doors. You can open the hangar bay doors, push this solar tower out, and then the arms of it would like open up like a flower petal. Oh, that would be so cool. I think that would be a really interesting project. But yes, I am powering this base through hydrogen right now, as I do have hydrogen mods on that make hydrogen more efficient. So it makes it so that, you know, it's actually not that expensive to have hydrogen as my only power source. And plus I've got I've literally got ice right there in the tunnel, so I don't have to worry about going that far for it. I can just get myself a load of ice whenever I need it. We almost got the stuff drilled out here. Almost good. Now, I'm not sure. I don't think that the airtight hangar doors need me to mine out their entire area in order for them to move. I think they can move as long as they can be placed. It should be fine. Alright, oh, there's a little bit down here, sticking out. Some of this stuff I might have to go around with a hand drill to clean up eventually, but whatever. We'll get to it eventually. You just watched the Vermintide 2 video. Nice. Yeah, I've never played the board game before because it's just totally not my speed, but I love the Warhammer entire like setting and stories and all the different types of you know, races and stuff that are in there. So I really like the Warhammer sort of mythos. That's why I'm really enjoying those Warhammer games. Come on, get that stone out of my cockpit, damn you. Out. Out, damn stone. There you go. There we go. Find that some level of hydrogen efficiency mod is more or less required. It can be sometimes, because I find that the stock efficiency is just so bad. Like, I'm using Hull's mods, which gives you 10 times, which might be a little excessive here, but it's fine because it just makes things, you know, that little bit easier to use. And we're drilling into, this is the airlock into the main base here. A little bit tight there. Yeah, patience or cash for tabletop Warhammer. I tried like a decade ago when my friends were into it, and I couldn't. I am totally not a tabletop guy. Like, even when it comes to things like Mechwarrior and Battletech, where it'd be like, oh, you love Battletech, you love Mechwarrior, you can play it on the board game, and I'm just like, oh hell no, I can't. I don't have the ability to sit down for a couple hours at a time to do this. I just want to go play a game. Nanobot drill and fill system, yes, we've already talked about that. I have seen it, I have not tried it out yet, but I want to experiment with it in my custom world, my creative world first, and then I will more than likely give it a try on the series here. Plug back in and transfer my stuff. Did you just guess my current battleship solar array deployment system? Maybe I did. I really want to do some sort of deployable solar array though for this base. I think it'd look amazing. Oh, I'm so happy I made this tiny little bit of industry right here. That little compact blob of industry is going to essentially build my base. Come on. Get this all dug out. It's a fourth time the stream's frozen out for you. Really? I'm not seeing any... I'm seeing 0 drop frames, so unfortunately it must be something on your end. So I'm sorry I can't improve that for you. Finally catch me streaming live. Yes, I don't stream very often, but when I do, it is me just digging into rock for hours on ends. You cashing in on resources you dig out? At the moment, I'm just pumping them into this little industry here, and I'm using it to weld up all my projections that I currently have around the base. As there is a lot of projections to build here. It was going to take a while. And Duh. This thing really needs an additional cargo container. Or realistically, I just need to make a slightly larger miner in order to, you know, dig out this base a little bit more efficiently. But oh well. This little sapper is doing its work. I mean, for its price, it was like less than $1 million. This thing is a workhorse for its price. We've already got so much of this base dug out, and I've only been streaming for like 40 minutes. We could probably go for like an hour and a half too, more than likely. And connect up. How you doing? How you doing, you little base? Make sure to clean that stuff out. Make sure it is the proper quantity of stuff. Oh yes, all the iron. 16,000. Let's see here. Does it have that much iron? We do, actually. Because we are processing all this stone. How come I don't have super chats? Because, I don't know. I've never turned it on. And I don't really care about the money. Like, I never want my Space Engineers channel to really be, like, super monetized, because then I feel like I have to be, like, beholden to the people that, like, donate or do whatever, because then I'm just like, oh my god, they're giving me money for something I'm just doing casually for fun. I just want to play games and ramble as I play them, and some people find that interesting. So I don't need money for that. I just do this for you. Just, you know, watch the videos. I get more than enough from the AdSense ads. I get absolutely more than enough from that. Put more drills onto this ship. Might be a good idea. I could add 2 more drills facing outwards. So I have these lights here currently, but I could just take those off and I could expand this out to 4 drills wide. I don't know. I could do that, but I kind of feel like this ship with its it really has a lack of thrust on it. I mean, it's only got 1 reverse thrust. I'm not sure if it would deal with the extra weight and such that well. I see what you mean. You could put more on here, but I think that I just need to design a whole better ship that has way more oomph to it. But for now, this little guy is going to work fine. Let's just plug our ass back into here. Perfect. Get that stone out of my cockpit, you damn thing. Out. Thank you. Boo, boo, boo. Let's see what my my storage is like. I have a whole bunch of stone in there. Why don't you just transfer the whole thing in? My god. Stop pulling slowly. Yeah, when you have full speed mods on a refinery, the natural tick rate of pulling materials in is actually too slow for some of the fast processing materials like stone. And so you kind of need to like compensate for that. You can push things into them quite easily, actually, if you have the refinery separated by a sorter. The push rate of the sorter is faster than the natural refinery's pull rate, if you know what I mean. And so you can push forcibly into a refinery and create it so it's working properly at the right speed. But the yeah, Natural pull rate isn't good enough. Create a wall of drills that I can move. That's the plan. Eventually, I want to use that kind of thing to dig out the hallways and stuff of this base. Although, realistically, it would be really interesting to make a rover that was able to drive the hallways and create the hallways itself. Like, I'd project out a floor for it to drive on, and then it would have steel plates on it, and it would drive down the hallway, both mining it out, and then like welding the floor as it drove so that it could continue driving. I think that would be kind of cool. Surprised you haven't made your white miner ship. Oh yeah, my old utility ship. Ah yeah, the thing worked quite well for me, but I believe what I'm gonna need to do for that is I'd like to redesign it. I'd like to redesign it a bit. Make an inchworm. Ah yeah, so that it could like landing gear and pistons and stuff like that, so that it would let go of one landing gear, move forward, connect, let go of the back landing gear, move back up, sort of thing, on a timer, and it would just slowly move by crawling along with landing gear. That sounds kind of fun. It does sound fun. See how in this particular series, this season of it, I want to do like more of those sort of technical challenge. Because last time I just sort of built a huge base, and I was just like, how many big things can we build? Blah, 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 sort of feeling. Where this time I kind of want to make things a bit smaller, a bit more intimate, but then like more technical. So, you know. Come on. There we go. Now I can see my butt. And connect. Boop. There we go. Oh, we're building up so much stuff. Excellent. Although what I should do is I should just paint everything. There we go. We're actually getting a floor! Yay! Although we don't have any gravity yet, so we're just floating to the ceiling. Bonk. We're so close to being done the main dig out of the projection here. Turn that off for a second. You can see how much room we have here. So we're just gonna need to get this third hangar bay out. And then we can go get the hallway back there. Back to Diggy Diggy. Diggy 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 hole. You have to build at least one robot mech that walks around your base. Okay, I will do that. I will try to build a little small ship, something that can move around my base. Oh, I wonder if I can make a tiny little... No, I couldn't do it hydrogen powered because that'd be too much. I could do a tiny little ion ship that could fly around my base. I wonder if I can make it small enough and have the waypoints accurate enough that the thing would be able to actually maneuver through doorways and such. I wonder if that would work. What am I going to use to line the entrance? Well, right now, let me fly over here with a creative camera. Right now for the base, this main entrance is going to be open. In the future, I'm more likely to probably set up like a turret grid around the main entrance, like 3 or 4 turret spots. Still leaving this as an open hole, but then once you fly in, it's going to have airtight doors, which will allow us to close up the different hangar bays. Contemplating whether or not I want to have at some point in here basically a giant blast door that I can open on rotors. So the blast door would open up like a giant shutter, and then it would allow a ship to fly in. But otherwise, yeah, just the hangar bay doors in here. Because realistically, this base is going to be invulnerable from AI attacks. There's no way that a AI is going to fly down that hole and get to my base. Like, it's just not happening. They're not that smart. So if I just hide in my base, there's nothing that's going to go bad for me. The only things that are going to go bad for me is the fact that I can't get my large ships in here. So my large ships are going to have to dock to the exterior, and then they're going to have some issues because then things will be able to attack them. But we'll figure it out. Use more than one build and repair for quicker construction. Yes, I could. I could do that. Although I'm not really concerned about the speed of it right now, as this whole base, this whole thing right here is temporary. It's eventually going to be destroyed in order to make room for what will be Hangar Bay 1. But I could add some more. Eventually, once I build out the base enough, I'll have a room that has like like a dozen build and repairs all hidden inside of it, and anytime I build something in the base, it'll just instantly get built up and it'll be amazing. Yes, unfortunately you can't move terrain voxels. It would be so cool if you could. Like, if I could take this whole asteroid and I could build a base inside of it and like put a whole bunch of thrusters on the surface of it and then literally blast my way out and just like fly this asteroid somewhere, I would do it 100%. But unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. It's not real life where you could theoretically do that to an asteroid. If I don't have the shield mod on right now, but if I added the shield mod, theoretically, yes, I could put a base shield inside of the asteroid and then position it such that the entire asteroid is shielded, which would be ridiculous. So that, you want in, first you have to go through the voxels, and then you have to get through my shield, and then you have to get through my base walls. That would be like ultimate defense. Although, there probably is. Yeah, just like the new IKB said there, we could use some of the holes in the asteroid to make large ship hangars. So once you're inside a voxel, you can just see the surface of the voxel, so you can see like the tunnel here. There is this hangar, like we could use this crater in the side of the asteroid to store large ships. Or like, say, this thing here, we could expand it out and have it so that the large ship enters through there and then comes down all the way to here, which you can see how close it is to the base. So we could have it so that the large ship hangar is just, a few stories up, and then you get to the hangar that you, say, fly in vertically down into it. The shield emitter would need to be outside. If I remember correctly, that is just for the... that is only for the ship shields. For base shielding, which is static grids, you can have it inside something. So you can hide your static grid shielding inside your base. So I could, theoretically, have it at the center of my base, inside the asteroid. I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I'm upside down. Oh, there we go. Flip on over. Although I guess upside down is absolutely relative inside this asteroid. And transfer. And I'm going to do a quick check here. I want to see how many subs we have now. Before we had 983. Oh, 982. Somebody unsubbed. We are currently 18 subs away. 18 people need to subscribe, and we're at 20,000. And another reminder here, is this the... Let me get that link again. If you want to ask me any questions for me to answer at the Q&A, 20k sub Q&A, you can put them there, and I will answer them. As more than likely, I'm going to close that this weekend, as you know, I've gotten seemingly all the questions I will get, and I'll make the Q&A probably early next week, and then the moment that I get to 20k subs, I will release it. Is there a way to show the tasks you need to do in the startup? Like with the tasks that I'm doing, like today with my my building. I could make a list somewhere. I could make a list somewhere. Although realistically, the only tasks I need right now is just diggy hole. That's all I'm doing. Which I'm kind of surprised. I got like almost 200 people watching me just dig. Like, you know, you're essentially just watching a guy dig dirt, right? How am I that entertaining? Frickin' 200 people sitting here watching me dig dirt for an hour. It's not that exciting. Task is diggy hole. Unsubscribing is evil. Well. I sometimes find it's a little bit refreshing. You go through all your subscriptions and you go, have I really watched your videos recently? And you unsubscribe from a whole bunch of stuff. And then you try out some new channels and see what it's like, you know? I do that with like manga and stuff that I follow, because like I'll be like, oh, that manga was kind of interesting, and it was like one chapter long because it was the first chapter. I'll favorite it and see what happens with that series, and then it like gets dropped and nothing has happened, and then it's just like a dead manga in my little app that I use, and I'm like, oh well. Then I go through and clear everything else. It's your voice, man. It's magnetic. It's your personality that makes it fun. Well, thank you so much, you guys. I love all of you. I feel so appreciated. Oh, you're making me all blush. Oh, my hangar bay is coming together. Look at the joy that is my hangar bay. Build and Repair has been doing a wonderful job. I think I like this little difference in design here. I put the normal angle, and then on the sort of middle part of it, I put the 2x1 angles, and so it's got this sort of like thing to it. I think it looks cool. At least my sense of design. Back to digging. It's calming from the crap you see out in the real world. I totally get that. Like, sometimes, like, I kind of wish that I could just, like, not see my Twitter and, like, the news in various YouTube shows and stuff like that that talk about current events. If I could just be like, I don't want to, like, experience reality for the next couple days. Oh, that would be good. Sometimes you just want to, like, turn your brain off and just be like, I don't want to participate in reality. I get that. Yeah, it's difficult to make non-square things in this game. That is entirely why I was contemplating, ooh, I could make a Death Star, but then I'm like, no, that's a circle. I can't make circles. This is Space Engineers. So I'm like, Borg Cube it is. Exactly why I'm making a Borg Cube instead. Yes, I believe I have build and repair set on nearest blocks first, which is good. As I am still currently working on digging out this side of the base. The base, there we go. Because I do not want this stuff to get built up as I'm digging around it, as then it just becomes annoying. You know, I'd be drilling into half-built blocks and it'd cause damage to them, and then build and repair would have to repair them, and it would just get bad. So if it builds up that hangar bay first, I am more than happy with that. And connect. There is a board cube on the workshop. I'll have to look at it for inspiration. Because I'm still trying to think about how big do I want to make it. Like 200 meters? No, not 200 meters. 200 blocks by 200 blocks? Maybe 250 by 250? That should probably be more than enough. I could add more drills, but at the moment, I like this little ship for its maneuverability. And if I add too much stuff and I carry too much weight, this ship would be a little too heavy for its own good, as it just doesn't have enough thrust. I will add more drills to a larger ship when I do it, but for digging out interiors like this, I think this is, at the moment, more than enough. And, oh, something I haven't checked in a little bit is my power situation. I should really go and see how much electricity I have left in my battery. Because I haven't checked my power in, like, 30 minutes. And I do not want to all of a sudden run out of power on this base, because that would not make life nice. And I'm going to turn off some of these GPS units. I don't need all this stuff on right now. There we go. Ah, there, way less clutter on my screen. Way less clutter. But this mining is so easy once you have these the the projections here to guide yourself. You can just totally zone out. You don't have to think about like following a specific line or anything like that. You just drill until the projection is showing through, and then you're good. And I got myself all caught up here. Alright. Out. And which way am I focusing here? This way. Here we go. I got all flipped around and turned upside down. Bob Ross for drilling? I like that! Is that cause damage to my thing? Oh! Oh! Oh shit! I kind of damaged my hydrogen tank. I almost destroyed my hydrogen tank. And my connector. Shit. This was a happy accident, I guess. I'm going to set this to fly mode. And I'm going to turn off the projection for a second. And hope that this thing gets repaired. Oh my god. Also, the H2O2 generators. How did all of this stuff get damaged? I just bumped into it. Jeez. Alrighty then. Well, that's going to take a minute to repair. Do I want to... I think I might want to remove the drills off the jump jack. I think it doesn't need them anymore, considering what it uses. And this thing, for power, you've got 4 hours of power. You're fine. You do piston drill machine to do the tunnel. I hope to and plan to. That would be good. Alright, we're just stuck on building steel plates, aren't we, right now? Yeah, we are stuck on steel plates. We gotta get this other shit done. Come on, build me the other pieces first. Steel plates. I wish I could set a priority for, like, what different components could be made first. So it would make, you know, oh, we need this many steel plates. It would make the steel plates last or something like that. Well, eventually it's going to fix this up. Come on. Build my little pieces. I guess I'll do some mining with the jump jack. I was gonna say, like, I should probably take these drills off the jump jack, but I guess in the meantime, I'll just right-click away some of this dirt just to get it out of the way. I know this is the control room here, so I can just get rid of a little bit of that. There we go. I did a little bit. And I'll probably more than likely want to just get this thing out of the way. Let's just take it back out to the surface. As it's sunny out, so I want to get this thing charging up. And just plunk you a little butt right down here on the surface. And get you all charging up. Cute little jump jack, you. There you go. Yes, you are. You got full power. Good little ship. Okay. Talk to my ship like I talk to a dog. Are you functional again? Tank's filled. We need the tank, the hydrogen generator. Come on, build me my H2O2 generator. I need my H2O2 generator fixed here. I need it before I can move. Give me those. I'll do it myself, damn it. Motor and 2 computers. I should have those bits here. There they are. Hey, there we go. Now. And we're back online. Still a little bit of repairs to do here. But we're blasting through our ice, recharging our hydrogen here. Which is okay. But we have survived. At least it wasn't catastrophic failure where, like, the entire ship exploded. But for some reason, the ship decided that today was the day that it was going to lose all of its shit when it gently tapped into the connector. Now I gotta be like super careful. Oh my god. It's so close. Oh, okay, it didn't explode. Alright, there we go. Now what I should be able to do is get my O2 generator over there. And can you not fill up? Yes, it is filling up my tank here. Excellent. So we'll fill up my hydrogen tank here as quickly as possible. Although we don't need to do it that quickly. Make another assembler. I could make another assembler. Actually, it's probably fairly easy for me to just add one more here. But at the moment, I realistically don't need it. Like, that was just an accident that occurred. More than likely, this is fine in terms of its ability to build out this base. Is the inventory manager script? I could and most likely will when this base is fully dug out and I have multiple storage containers and such to work with. But at the moment, I don't need it. I think here in the collision box came into being the ramp next to the hangar doors. Oh, maybe that's why. And I'm so glad that the Surfer Experience didn't killjoy your Space Engineer's time. Oh yeah, it didn't killjoy it. It takes a lot more than that to stop me. Am I going to play the Xbox version? I won't, because I don't have an Xbox. I actually literally don't have a console. As I just was never into consoles. I was always a PC boy. So, all you silly you console plebeians. I kid. But, yeah, I was just always playing computer games. And not consoles for my entire life. The last console that I really... I mean, I had a PlayStation 3, but I only played, like... I think I only played the Uncharted series on it, pretty much. And I didn't even really play it, like, for the difficulty in the gaming experience. I played the Uncharted series on, like, super easy, whatever the easiest mode is, and just played it for the narrative. Because I was just like, I don't really care. I don't need to. I don't have a mouse and keyboard. I can't aim. I don't want something hard. Give me a mouse and keyboard if you want to, like, throw enemies at me that require snap aim and stuff like that. And then before that, it was a Sega Genesis that all I did was play Sonic the Hedgehog. Which I absolutely loved because I had it where you would have Sonic the Hedgehog and then you would get the Knuckles cartridge and you would put Knuckles cartridge in first and then put the Sonic 3 cartridge on top of that, and so you could have Knuckles in Sonic 3. Oh, that blew my, like, 8-year-old mind or whatever it was when I had that. And so that I'd have, like, oh, Knuckles is amazing in this thing, because I could just, like, climb the entire left side of the map and then jump off the map and then glide with Knuckles and just bypass the entirety of your of the mission in that Sonic 3 mission. Depleted in 3 hours. We might as well kick on the engine here. H2O2 generator, though, I'm going to turn off for now. And we're going to recharge in 5 minutes. Excellent. $16 years, 83 years. 97 years of power. $97 years. Is it possible to attach a solar panel to the battery for recharging, like outside the primary entrance? Yes. I actually had an idea. Okay, idea 1 is to make a solar tower on the exterior of the asteroid, and with that solar tower have it so that it can, like, expand and retract. Alternatively, I would make a essentially solar ship, and I would have it be a drone. It would fly away from the asteroid a little bit so that it would have open space. It would track the sun and sit there for 20 minutes. Then it would fly back to the base and then plug in and then switch the batteries to discharge while the batteries on my base would be set to, like, recharge, and it would, like, transfer power to my base that way. So I could have, like, this drone flying back and forth doing that. I think that would be kind of fun, because I do like making drones. How old am I? I am 30. I turned 30 in July. I'm an old fart now. Yeah, I never had an N64. It would always be at my friends' houses. They'd have all the N64s and all that kind of stuff, and I'd, like, go over to their place and be like, well, this is fun, and then I'd go home and play Sonic on my freaking Genesis. Oh, God, that's it. The Hangar Bay is dug out. Oh, that's so cool. And look at this. Inside the voxels, it's been building the conveyors. It's doing it in the voxels. Yes! Oh, great. I don't have to frickin' dig all that stuff out. I just have to frickin' blueprint it and set it down. That's amazing. All right. I'm so happy that actually works. I kid when I say I'm super old. I'm 30. It's, you know, I'm in the middle of my working life. People probably will look at me and be like, aren't you, like, going to, like, get married or have kids and stuff like that? And I'm like, not when I have video games to play. What are you guys talking about? What mod is that? To build stuff down there? That's the build and repair mod. Ah, there's the exterior wall. Good. Alright. I'm gonna back out of here. Excellent. So now, so this is going to be through here, plenty of space, into here, and then this is the hallway up to this wall here. So now I just got to get the ship in here and dig out this hallway. Nice. Building a space engineer from the movie Solaris. I don't know that movie. I am Googling it right now. Solaris, what? 2002 movie? I'll have to watch that. Because I see there's two entries for it on Google. There's like a 2002 and like a 70s movie. Ah, yes. I'm building a base in an asteroid. Ultimate defense is you have to get through 100 tons of stone in order to get to my base. Or go down a tunnel that will leave you no cover, and my ability to just blast the shit out of you with turrets and such. Alright. Oh no, it sucked up my hydrogen. Yeah, there we go. Because the engine is running, the engine is sucking up and using its power. And so when I docked up, it sucked the hydrogen from my ship. Fully recharged in 3, 2, 1, and 0 seconds. And now this thing, yeah, is only putting out a few kilowatts. Or running off the engine. So we can turn off the engine. And now we're back to running off battery after we've been charged up. Yeah, for the entrance here, what I'm thinking is that I'm going to put a couple turrets on the surface here that are going to be piped through the stone, like through the voxel to the base. And then along here, in like any little depressions we have, I'm going to try to like basically stick random turrets down this entire passageway. And so if you tried to fly into this thing, you would just get lit the shit up. And it would just be like hundreds of frickin' bullets flying your way instantaneously. It would be amazing. Absolutely amazing. Alright. So fly on through here, a little bit to the left here, just to get to the wall. There we go. There's that wall. We can go up here, as we got one more block to the ceiling. Come on. We're a little tight in here. Come on, Diggy Diggy. There we go. We're getting rotation now. We're making some space. I don't want to move too quickly in here because it will cause some issues if we run into the side too hard. I mean, we've already broken our ship once this stream. I'd like to not do it again. I think for just a little bit of space, I'm just going to right-click once. There we go. That opened this up. Now I can move around. I destroyed a little bit of materials, but it's fine. Makes life a little bit easier to move. Get that little section of stone. Very good. And there's this little outcropping here. There we go. There we go. Alright. And now I can just dig out this hallway. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Still got a little bit of space here. Just about time to head back to drop off this stone. You gotta leave surprises. Why am I revealing all my plans? Because I don't know. You guys are my my buddies. I gotta tell you what I'm up to. Nice and slow. Fly out through here. And there we go. Back to dock up, and this time not explode. That's the goal. Not explode. Jesus, that magnetism a little tight. It just snapped me in there like crazy. And a little bit of stone in the cockpit. It never seems to pull that little bit of stone out. Here we go. Off we go again. So I think what I can do is I can go from this side, as I should be really close to puncturing through. I think I just did right there. So this is a little cockpit, not cockpit, the control center that I've made that I'll be able to manage all of my comings and goings from the hangar bay. And dig this little bit out, and then right here is a staircase going down. And real quick, and there we go. There's the staircase coming up from what I just dug out. It's all coming together. And now I can fly on through here. Down into the hallway. Ha 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 ha. Oh, yes. Alright. Now, when it comes to this kind of stuff, I don't have to remove all of the stone that's in these areas. Because it's actually probably good to leave some in here for just stability. We can get rid of all the rest of this. What I'd like to do, contemplating, because as we see here, this is building grids entirely within the voxels. So that means I can do that. So an idea that I had was that if as I'm digging things out with my ship, I'm a little haphazard. The surface of the voxel isn't clean because I'm just digging it out. But if I did it with a drill on a piston, it actually makes the surface of the voxel pretty clean and, pretty enough to use as a wall. My idea would be that I could, let me just back out here. There we go. Not explode. There we go. What I could do is make a piston with the drills to drill out a tunnel, then make a blueprint that had a couple of blocks of gap, and then seal it inside the voxel. And then I could airtight it with visible rock. And I think that would be very cool. Have you played with Captain Jack? No, I've not played with anybody else from the Space Engineers community, as I am the new kid on the block, it seems, comparatively to them. So, I have not played with any of them. But, hopefully, maybe I could do something like that in the future. And, hopefully, we'll have some fun stuff coming up. As a really cool thing is that I know that Keen watches my videos now, as Keen Software House, the creators of the game, have sent me an email saying, hey, we're seeing your videos and let's talk some more, sort of thing, which is good. So, yay, recognition. But yeah, other than that, I have no idea what's going on with it yet, as we've just gone through some preliminary emails. But in the future, hopefully things will happen. You don't think you can make airtight room with voxels? That is correct. Voxels aren't airtight, but because I can project a blueprint that would be airtight into the voxels, I can surround the voxels with a airtight wall, and then the airtight wall is airtight, and the voxels are just there as decoration, essentially. And then it should work. We're so close to being done to mining out the space. As this is the original tunnel that I made, which actually goes back to an area that I didn't need to do, but oh well. And we'll go and park up here. Might as well. What are your thoughts about the game, like pros and cons? Oh. Well, about the Space Engineers. I mean, pros is that I really enjoy the pace of the game. It's a nice creative game. It feels like the, you know, like sort of Minecraft in space kind of feel. And I really enjoy Minecraft. And just having the more sort of realistic look to it, set in space, it's great. Other benefits of it are the mod community. Like, I couldn't live without some of the mods in this game, and I'm thankful that it's so, like, moddable. And then... oh, I discovered sovereign engineering. Cool. I think the only really negative I have sometimes is the performance issues, is that sometimes this game just kind of comes to a crawl, and it's not the absolute best, but other than that, it's pretty good. Yeah, performance issues is probably the biggest negative. We were uploading this video to your channel. Yes, everything I do should automatically be uploaded. I got 257 people watching, and let's go check my sub count again. We are at 19,994. We are 6 bloody subs away from 20,000. We're 6 subs away. 6! Oh, this is incredible. It's happening. And we're just about done digging, too. Like, literally, I'm like 10-15 minutes away from finishing my dig. But thankfully, object speed limits can be modified using mods, so that isn't really much. I mean, if you're just playing vanilla Space Engineers, it can be a downside. But the modded Space Engineers takes care of that. So close to finishing this dig. Oh, so much diggy. Let's check that sub count again. Still 19,994. We're 6 away. It's probably going to happen today. Oh, yes. I totally like the fact that I'm going to hit like 20,000 subs while I'm doing nothing but digging dirt. Speed mods can be a bit buggy, but only for the ones that do like ludicrous stuff. Like when you start going like a million miles an hour, like quite literally a million miles an hour, because there's like the unlimited speed mod, the speed of light one, that allows you to go any speed. Like I made a giant ship that just had a whole bunch of thrusters on it, and I just powered up, just going as fast as I physically could, and it was in a world with no asteroids, so I didn't have to worry about that, and I just like, flew that ship straight into a planet, and I didn't hit the planet. I teleported through the planet, and that's the kind of bugginess that it is, because, like, I was inside the voxel, and the game literally didn't know how to handle that. It was just like, I don't know how to handle things going, like, 10% of the speed of light, sort of thing. Oh, God, my phone is starting to, my real life friend just sent me a message that I'm over 20k. Am I? I'm refreshing. I'm over 20,000! Woo! We've done it. We are officially at 20,000 subscribers. Yes, it is. I've done it! I have surpassed Metal Gear. We are over 20,000. Time to just finish digging a hole. Ow! Frickin' running into a rock here. Yep, I broke 20,000 while digging a hole. Thank you for all the congratulations. That is ridiculous. I never expected to get to 20,000. Of course, well, I never expected to be playing Space Engineers on my channel. I expected my channel to just be Mechwarrior stuff forever, but then life changed. I've done it! Yay! Now, I want to Google this. YouTube play buttons. What are the different ranks for this? Silver for 100k subs. Alright, so is that our goal? Is it... Do I try for a play button? Do I make that my goal eventually? What mod for the beautiful icons in the terminal? Yeah, that's colorful. Oh, jeez. No. Frickin', I have a, that was a macro of mine. This is colorful, icons or whatever it is. I've played with colorful icons so much that when I try a regular thing and it doesn't have colorful icons, I'm like, oh, what happened? Where's the stuff? And it just feels so wrong without colorful icons. So, yeah. Colorful icons, man. I think it's, like, if there was a list of mods that I think should be stock, like vanilla mods, colorful icons would be the first, I would say, because it is objectively cool. Yeah, play buttons are not what they're used to, but like, is your average person you can go and talk to and say, like, oh yeah, I've got a play button. My mod list for Season 2 should be up to date. I haven't changed it in a while, so yeah, it's up to date. I think when it comes down to it, it's just sort of my mentality when it comes to YouTube is I'm not going to try for 100,000, but if it happens, that's fun. And are we done digging? Please let us be done digging. I have dug myself out. I'm tired of digging now. I don't want to dig for another, like, few episodes. Please let me be done. Oh, it's a tiny little bit more here. Easy inventory is kind of vanilla because of the build planner. I just really dislike the their implementation of build planner. easy inventory is so, like, immediate and snappy when it comes to the use of it, while Build Planner requires you to do all sorts of stuff. Oh, no, don't build these things. I need to fly out of here. Oh, God, don't build them. I'm trying to get out. Build and repair. Don't lock me in. Dear God. Build and repair is trying to trap me back there. Alright, let's dock up and transfer that stuff. Okay, so this should be all dug out enough. I'm just gonna clean that up a little bit here manually. So this will be the main hallway. This has not been blueprinted yet back there. We pop into the spectator camera. We fly back here. There is no blueprint, so I won't dig back there yet. But we have the main... This is Hangar 2's airlock, Hangar 1's airlock, Hangar 3's airlock. Then the stairs up to the control panel, which, oh no, they got little bits of stuff. We'll just manually get rid of this. A little bit of cleanup here. Very good. This is the control room. And that's it. The hangar's all dug out. It's a good thing I got out of there. This wall is closed up now. It's just gone. I wouldn't have been able to get out otherwise. Well, I could back up and go through here, but it's funnier that way. Awesome. So this thing is building away. We should have plenty of materials here. It's building all sorts of stuff. We got like 50... Yeah, after we process all this stone process, there we go, we're going to have like 50,000 iron. So we're going to have more than enough to build this base. Scrap metal, I should stick that in there. Yeah, I think all I need to do now is let this base get built up. And also, I don't need these interior lights here, as these were just placed here temporarily while the base was getting built. Oh yes. I'm sorry, I'll look at the chat here again. Genesa Medicine, what would you think if you're able to place pixels normally? Place pixels? What do you mean by, like, pixels? Like, well, you mean voxels, you mean. Yeah, voxel... what I'd like to do with voxels is I'd like to fill in these gaps here with stone, which would be kind of nice. But I think it would be good to have some sort of like there's the concrete blocks mod, but like an actual concrete mod. Like I could make like a form and then like pour stone into it and it would like fill it up and be nice and smooth. That would be nice. But as of now, this thing is pretty much done. Yeah. I just gotta let this build and repair run for a while. Which I think it's kind of funny that it's building underneath and building these conveyors. And when it gets to a new spot, it's popping up and it's creating a spot to build upon at the new point. And yes, I am Canadian. So like here, we have this connector connected up. Oh god, it's got dirt with... It's got stone inside of it. I had to clean that up. I at least don't want dirt, like stone, inside the thing. That looks weird. There we go. That cleaned it up a bit. There. That'd be good. Yeah. Now that that is connected, couldn't I... Let me just grab some steel plates from outside. Some extra steel plates, because I just want to experiment a bit here. How you doing, ship, anyway? I haven't seen you for the entire stream. I should check to see how you're doing. 5 hours of power. Alright. And you have a bunch of materials. I should really transfer this stuff down. And give it to the base in there. So that they can use it. Because it will use these, for sure. Make me some steel plates. Because you still have a bunch of iron and stuff on you, don't you? Your refineries are still chewing through this cobalt. Yeah, you've got like a whole shit ton of iron. So, what would be best to transfer down? Probably just take the sapper in and out again. It actually... Probably not. Because the sapper doesn't really have any cargo containers. It just has its drills, really, and its connector. But I'm going to have to take it off of this thing anyway. I'll just park it over here for now. I'll get the jump jack filled up with stuff. Which I think I'm going to take these drills off of it. Because I don't see a purpose anymore for this jump jack to have drills, considering the fact that, you know, I have the sapper and I have other stuff. This was just temporarily what the jump jack needed in order to, you know, fulfill my needs at the early game. If they're stoned in the airtight hangar doors, will they still close? I hope they will. Dear God, I hope they will. That is actually going to not let me connect. Because that's going to transfer stuff downwards. Oh dear, can I do this? Oh. Can I even connect this, or do I have to transfer these things manually? I probably have to transfer them manually. Well, let's just do it manually. Give me components. Oh yeah, this is gonna take a while. Oh no, all these components are gonna be so heavy to carry. We'll just go until we filled the jump jack once. It should be good. Nanobot drill mod. Ah, yes, we've already talked about that earlier in the stream, and we will definitely try it out. I'll transfer that scrap metal as well, why not? Whatever. Just transfer all this stuff. Eventually, we're going to have to transfer everything into the main base anyway. Yeah, I kind of need to build a hauler. Alternatively, I could go buy a hauler. I mean, I have a whole bunch of stuff on the jump jack now. I could go fly myself over to one of the ship sellers and go see what kind of stuff he has for sale. And somewhere in it's in the G menu, right? Where does it say my... Like, I know people say, oh, you can see your money at some particular screen, but I never know where my money is. Oh, there it is. I have 2.6 mil. So, I mean, I could go fly over to one of them and go see. Why not? Let's go buy a ship. Let's do it. We got the 3 ship dealer stations that I know of. Why not go visit them? Bye, asteroid! And I got plenty of stuff in here too. Connector's all full. Medium cargo container is chock full of wonderful stuff that I can sell. Motors sell for a lot, so that'll be good. Colorful icons, I can't remember the mod name for it. I think it's just literally called colorful icons. Like, it isn't that exciting of a name, essentially. But yes, the Diggy hole is complete, and now we're on for spending money. As we cruise at 250 meters per second. Zipping away from our main asteroid there, which will continue to build and repair itself as I'm gone. There we go. We want that one. We want the one in orbit, as it's going to have the spacefaring stuff, and not the rovers and things, as we don't want rovers. There we go. I can probably turn off these GPS signals now. I know which one I want to fly to. It's the ENMA beacon. Coasting along. Yes, exactly. Season 2 mod list. Colorful icons. Yeah, because it's just, at this point, I've completely forgotten that this is a mod. It just feels so, normal to me. And probably about 6 kilometers away, we're going to want to start braking. We're in a little bit of planetary gravity here, but that is fine. And we'll start breaking up here. How are you planning to expand your base? Yes, I'm going to do the blueprint, essentially. So I'm going to go into that creative world. I'm going to blueprint out the base as I go. And then project it and build it with a build and repair, which will be very easy. Has anyone made a mod for the jump jack as a respawn ship? Someone asked to use it, and I said go ahead, and I don't know if they've done it yet. So that's where it's at. There was a request to do that, but then I know nothing if the request succeeded or not. And coming on in here for a nice and safe landing. Plans for a huge ship. Yes. I'm going to build I'm going to build a whatever it's called, a Borg cube. And build a giant Borg cube. Come on, land. There we go. Connect. Alright. Hey, let me through. God damn it. Store. Okay, what do we got here? First, what can I sell to these guys? I can sell some motors if I need to. Oh, I can also sell large steel tubes. Very nice. I have a lot of those. Let's sell them off. Make myself some dollars here. We're almost to 4 mil. And some small steel tubes. Yeah, just sell off everything I can, really. Why not? Excellent. Yeah, I've got 4 million now. Alright. Let's look at these per price. Ion Light Scout. Definitely not what we're looking for. There's the Sapper, which we have before. The Miner Mark 1. Old model's slim design allows it to easily reach hidden deposits of ore deep inside asteroids. Not what we're looking for. The Cargo Shuttle, an ion-propelled cargo shuttle for starting traders and haulers. The shuttle is equipped with a medium cargo container and downward-facing connector. So, downward-facing connector I like. There's also the Turtle Miner. Compact and sturdy mining craft, offers a bottom and rear connector for convenient docking, but it's limited cargo capacity. Ooh. I like, it might be better than the Sapper, because the Sapper only has backwards connection, so it's getting kind of annoying to work with. Turtle Miner, the Kite Miner, easy to use mining ship, 2 medium cargo connectors, cargo containers, low profile, and easily accessible components for maintenance. There's the Prospector, and we start getting to 2 expensive things. So, Ion Fade. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what would be the best thing here. This little cargo shuttle is a single medium cargo container, but it would be a nice little ship that I could just be like, hey, I'm going to take a little bit of cargo with me. We definitely don't need anything as large as like the Blue Ambassador yet, as we don't even have the money for that. But the Turtle, or even the Kite Miner here, could be pretty good, considering 2 medium cargo containers. Like, this one has 2 medium cargo, which is more than enough. But I definitely think that this little shuttle here, so let's grab the cargo shuttle. I'd like to get this freighter eventually. It looks beautiful. And I think the Sapper... Is the Sapper okay? Or do we want to upgrade from the Sapper? Because we could get this little Kite Miner, which is essentially the same size as a Sapper. It just has more stuff to it. It's got more cargo, but it's an ion ship, so it would run off power. Which is fine, because we have lots of power on our base, because we have lots of hydrogen. I think I'll leave it for now. Know that it's available there. We'll take back our little cargo ship. Hello, little shippy. Aren't you just that little cute thing? Ah, it's so cute. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. I absolutely love it. What we'll do is we'll take this thing. And, oh, I actually probably need to back out of here. Build and Repair is starting to repair the little broken bits on this. We'll get it outside. And, yeah, thinking about it, I'm just going to go buy both. Why not? I can always see what these things here are. Price per unit. The Kite Miner, Turtle Miner. Compact and sturdy. Bottom and rear connector for it has limited cargo. Why does it have limited cargo? Kite Miner has 2 medium cargo containers. So that's ridiculous cargo. That's good. And it's got, what? Is it only a back connector? Because I want a bottom connector. Let's try the Turtle. I want to see how limited its cargo actually is. Because I can always buy more ships. I kind of want to buy like every single ship that's available eventually. And you see what they all are. Also, it just has its connectors and its drills. Yeah, so it's basically just an upgrade of the of the sapper. Which, it's fine. It's an ion ship though, so it can run off pure power. We don't have to worry about our hydrogen while in it. Main thing I wanted from this is the bottom connector, so I can connect it up to my my new cargo bays. And now to make an absolute craziness of amalgamation of a ship in order to get all these home. Alright, so we'll park up the jump jack, and its build and repair is repairing up the half-built blocks that, yeah, because sometimes people put like half-built stuff in their blueprints just for aesthetics. It's repairing all that up. So we'll put this guy, this little cargo shuttle, on the ceiling here. And we'll turn off its dampeners. And we'll take this guy. And do you have landing gear? You do have landing gear. We'll take him, and we'll also put him on the roof of the jump jack. Thankfully, I don't have any of the thruster damage right now. And you are connected up, and I'll turn off your dampeners. Alright, mini mothership, let's head on back to base. Whee! Oh, this is ridiculous. Where's my base? There it is. And powering away. Getting up to speed here. Yes, this is definitely why I need a carrier. But it's okay. The jump jack will do. Oh, look at that. I can just... I'm hauling my new purchases back to base. Oh, this is great. Oh, I can already see my asteroid way over there. That is awesome. It's probably still loaded because the build and repair is working in there. And I can more than likely pop over to the base using the spectator camera and see how it's going as I fly towards it. Woohoo! Yeah, first hangar bay is pretty much built. Nice. Now, the real concern is, you know, not running into the base. Because if I ran into the base at this speed, I'd turn into a cloud of dust. But we got 25 kilometers to go. A tug jack. I like that. Rename the jump jack the tug jack, because it is basically going to be a tug. I could have taken them and connected them connector to connector, but nah. I like the concept of both of them on the roof of the jump jack, and we're just going to fly them in. Because I should be able to fly them right into the hangar bay and just dock in the hangar bay with them on my back, and then they'll be there. But we're here 13 kilometers away. We're going to aim to the side here because I'm not sure how much space I need to slow down. And probably start slowing down about 5 kilometers away. Oh my god, it's so sluggish to turn. It's like, come on, aim downwards a bit. There we go. And 6 kilometers, this is probably fine. We'll start decelerating. as I got a bunch of extra weight from the extra ships. So I don't know how much space I need to decelerate. Ooh, it looks like it's probably going to be a lot. Let me... I could flip this over to help me slow down a bit faster. Alternatively, I can make a big circle here. So if I turn this way and turn this way, I can slow down a little bit faster. And there we go. And now I can push in towards the main entrance here. And I can see the prospector on the surface. Yeah, you have to be really careful because there's those tiny little rocks right there. If I flew through those, I would just explode. So I'm gonna have to get rid of those things eventually. Come on in, boys. Welcome to the asteroid. And come on. Spin. Spin. Spin a little, jump jack. No, it's not wanting to do it. Too much weight on it for it to use its gyro. Cargo shuttle. For now, I think the cargo shuttle can just go and sit its ass down over here. Fuck. Our little upgraded miner ship we can take on in here. It's our turtle and our sapper. We can just put them in beside each other. Oh, the gyros on these things are over the top. Jeez. That's better. Yeah, I'll push you out of the way, you silly sapper. There you go. And then I can go plug the jump jack in. Flip it around. And land it up. Now, the only question I have here is I probably want to... Can I build these up first? Can I get these steel plates out of here? Or did I put any steel plates in here? Give me those. Thank you. I want to start these blocks here before I land so that they're not in the way. You know, my ship isn't in the way and they can't be built. It also means that I can have a solid landing gear locked to them as well. But there. Jump jack is plugged in. And its build and repair will assist as well now. Nice. Well, I could scrap the old one. I could scrap the sapper here. But I kind of like having the both of them for different purposes. You know? Let's see how they both work. Does this thing have like a H2O2? It does have an H2O2. Nice. So it can keep me alive. Little cargo shuttle. And I like what somebody said. I should park it to the ceiling. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna park this little cargo shuttle. I'm gonna park it in right here. Because it's tiny. It'll fit anywhere. Come on. I'll just park it to the side of my to the side of the refinery like that. Just because why not? It fits. Alright. I think we've made some pretty good progress today. And what I should be able to do is some of these hangar bay doors I should actually be able to close. Airtight door. Can I try to close them? Hey, look at that! They're actually working. Excellent. Airtight doors. We'll just open them up again. But yeah, that'll be the idea, that we can open and close each door, and also between the different hangars individually. But I think we've been streaming for 2 hours and 11 minutes here, it says. I think we're good. We have got our base completely dug out. Or at least for the initial beginnings of the base dug out. The first hangar and hallway, with the rest of the bits of the base being built off camera here. And in the voxels. You can see my little space engineer right there. But I think that's going to be it for now. We did it. We have the base all dug out. Next episode will be me. Oh, I don't want. What are we going to do next episode? I think what I want to do is build a combat ship. Even though we have all of these brand new mining ships and stuff like that. And I'd like to try to do an escort mission. But that'll be for the future. For now, I'm actually going to let this build for a while and just let the game run as I go and do some chores. But thanks so much for you guys for watching. It has been a blast, and considering we just passed 20,000, we're at 20,011 subs. That's the name of the base, by the way, the Dugout. Oh! That makes sense. We can call the base the Dugout. Maybe we're going back to the Dugout. I like that, Brent Bar. I am going to use that as the name here. Why build when you could buy a ship? I could buy a ship. I'd like to try to build myself a the ship that I designed in my creative world, or at least not that I designed, but I stole the design from somebody else and then modified to meet my purposes. I am totally shameless when it comes to that. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. But that's going to be it for now. And as always, good hunting out there, fellow space engineers. Or I guess I should say after this one, good digging. As that is pretty much all I did this stream. Now to leave it on and let Build and Repair do its stuff for hours on end. See you guys later.